did mention something in that last video about winter weather on its way. I wasn't joking. Alright, we'll get back on that when we can. Okay, so that was January. And February so far has been pretty mild. It's actually been pretty nice weather here these first 2 weeks of February. So we're going to, here in about another 3 or 4 days or so, we're going to go ahead and get this project out of hibernation and get it back in gear. Alright, I will be back here in just a moment. Okay, the build is back on, and I just finished laying 2 strips of fiberglass tape on this cap right here, and kind of like what I had going on over here on the right hand side. That fiberglass tape wanted to straighten out when I tried to lay it around this bottom corner right here. Even though I rounded it off, it kept wanting to do this. And so, you know, I tried a little trick over here on this side with thickened epoxy to try and make that piece of tape tack off better down there on the bottom. It worked to some degree over here, but it didn't really work as well as I had hoped. And what I have found is, in a situation like this, the only thing you can do is stay out here and babysit it, and as it starts to fire off and tack off, just keep rolling it back in place, and eventually it'll get so tacky that it'll just stay in place. And that's what I've been out here doing. I've been out here about an hour waiting for this stuff to fire off. I did use the medium speed hardener, and I've just been doing this. And every time I see a little place there where the tape wants to straighten out on that corner, I just come back and go back over it with the roller again. And I'm just kind of playing a waiting game. Like I said, I need to wait for the resin to get sticky. I need for it to fire off, but I don't want it to fire off to the point where the fiberglass stiffens in that position, in that straightened out position. And so I just kind of got to hit that little in-between spot, in between where it gets real tacky and where the fiberglass cloth starts to, where it starts to stiffen up. And so hopefully I will be done with that here, next 30 minutes or so, because I really would like to call it a night. But good news, like I said, the build is on again. All right, folks, we will see you in the next segment. Okay, folks, so that cap, that's now complete. Of course, I had to come back and do the finish sanding, And so we're just going to go ahead and let that set up. We're going to let that resin cure. And I think what I am going to do is I'm going to cover all of this in my next video. And I'll just go ahead and wrap this one up here momentarily. Like I said, I'm going to let that resin cure, and I'll be back, and we'll wrap things up when that has set up. I'll be back in the next segment. All right, just like that, the resin has set up, it's cured, and this little section right here is now ready for sanding and primer and paint. Okay, moving right along, I think that's a good place to go ahead and wrap up this video. In the next video, I'm going to go ahead and record the fiberglass work up here on the forward deck, and that's pretty much going to wrap up the fiberglass work, the bulk of the fiberglass work on this boat. I have a little bit left to do right in here, not much. Mostly it's just going to be down to primer and paint. And like I said, we're going to go ahead and wrap up the fiberglass work up here, and we'll do that in the next video. So with all that said, folks, I want to thank you for your patience. I know it has been a while since I have uploaded any new content. And you know, I just took a little bit of a winter break there. It wasn't a terribly cold winter, you know, not like we've had in years past, but still it was just chilly enough to where really didn't feel like getting out here and doing anything. And plus I had a lot of home repair projects that I had to get caught up on. There's been some stuff I've been putting on the back burner, and I needed to get that stuff done. And so I just took a break from this build for a little while. But now daylight savings time is here. Warmer temperatures are here, and I am ready to get back on this build. So folks, with all that out of the way, I do thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. God bless each and every one of you. And as I always say, in all things to Christ be the glory, and we will see you next time.